Hello everyone and welcome to another Thomas video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Boros Burn again in this channel. Last time I tried Boros Burn, I had a really terrible time with a lot of energy decks gaining bunch of life. So this time around, I'm going to be testing out this card called Screaming Nemesis because this card is really good versus energy. So this is a 3 on a 3/3 haste. Whenever this is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain any life for the rest of the game. So if the Screaming Nemesis ever gets hit by a creature, or from Galvanic Discharge, or even through your own spell, you can basically direct the damage the Screaming Nemesis received, and then you can bounce that back to opponent's face, completely shutting down opponent's life gain for the rest of the game. It's so important for this deck to block opponent's life gain because Guide of Soul is just a broken card against our deck. Even Oscillate Pride is very annoying. So we're also going to be like mainboarding some Searing Blood in the main deck so that we can also get rid of things like Guide of Souls and also the Pride while also being able to deal some damage to our opponent. But most importantly, the reason for the burn deck is because we have Boros Charm and the Bolt Wave now. These cards are fantastic for the deck. And lastly, instead of playing 4 copies of Light Up the Stage, we're going to be playing 2 copies of Light Up the Stage and 2 copies of Electrostatic Blast. If you played a burn deck, you probably know this from experience, and sometimes 4 copies of Light Up the Stage can become a little bit awkward, especially if your hand becomes something like 2 copies of Skewer the Critics, 2 copies of Light Up the Stage. So having something like an Electrostatic Blast that deals less damage, but it can also act as a way to gain either lands or additional burn spell is pretty nice for the deck. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Thomas Weasel 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright, let's try this out. Trying out a little bit of a different mono red this time. Let us strand. I mean, if they play a creature, this is a lot of damage. I think I am down to just play all of my skewers out because it's gonna be harder to use it in the future turns. Like especially if the Swift Spear dies, right? Thundering Falls. Maybe it's not a... Oh wow. Maybe I shouldn't have used it. Right? Bolt Wave. Well, they are pretty low. Wow. So opponent's already down to 5. Lays out Thunder Trap. They have to use Lightning Bolt on their own trainer? No way. Okay. And just like that. We go to game 2. Is Eidolon a good card in this matchup? Maybe. I feel like Searing Blood is actually kind of bad. If this card can deal like 4 damage, I think this card's done its job. Probably. Skullcrack is okay. Oh yeah, Screaming Nemesis is probably bad, since they don't have any life gain. What else? Maybe I'll just have another Skullcrack. Roiling Vortex. Probably no. Now the tricky part is, do they play Stifle? I am scared. I think we just pass, right? With the Electrostatic Blast. Should I use my Electrostatic Blast? It's weak against Tameo plus Brainstorm, but the fact that they started with the Mountain makes me think that... Yeah, let's actually do this. So the next time I cast Instant Speed or Sorcery Spell, I exile the top 3 cards, and you can play one of those that turn. Okay. So I can only play one of that card, right? So I'll cast my Bolt Wave. I'll leave up the Lightning Bolt for Tameo, if they have it. But so far, this is going pretty well.
I stayed up too late reading. Again.
To be fair, even if they transform Tameo, they're at 9 if they crack the Scalding Tarn. Like, do we care about the Tameo? Like, yeah, I feel like we don't. They'll most likely counter the Lightning Bolt, and we'll Skullcrack. They have a Spell Pierce? Spell Snare, okay. I see. Okay, I mean, they're pretty low. They can't ever crack a fetch land anymore. So that's another upside. Really close to just winning the game here. Oh, it still goes away. even though I cast it on at my end step. Interesting. Okay, opponent's barely hanging in there. Boros Charm. Darn, they got another island. Okay, I need one more land, I think, if I wanna go. Because I wanna be able to, like... I need a 1-mana spell that deals 3 damage. That's basically what I need at the moment. Abhorrent Oculus. So it does seem like they have a mana drain. This spell snare might be because they have it could be what they're trying to do is they're trying to snap Caster Mage. That's why they left 2 of these in. I'm gonna try it. They might go Snapcaster Mage. They did not. Okay, so they're dead. Yeah, Boros Charm, what a card. I mean, I guess they could still have a Spell Snare in hand. Oh man, this is this is kinda getting freaky here. Oh, they have it too? Hmm... The thing was, if I skewer, they wouldn't have used it, right? That's the problem. Yeah, they might actually get away with this game here. So I would need... What do I even need? The skewers are just so... bad. I think I actually lost. If I skewer there... then they wouldn't have been able to get the Mystic Sanctuary. Darn, I think we actually lost this one. Yep, I think we lost. Too good. Okay, we go again. I think the problem with that game was opponent just naturally drew so many islands instead of fetch lands. So they just took as little damage as possible. Shock land. Cameo.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Let's attack. Really? I'm a bit surprised by that. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that. Okay, let's attack again. I could leave a skull crack. Let's actually just play an Eidolon. So what should I do? Should I fire off the skewer here? I think I'm gonna fire off a skewer here. Man, these basic lands, do they not have a fetch land? What is this? This is actually insane. This is actually insane. Spell Pierce. They're so low. My opponent just does not know how to draw a fetch land, by the way. It's insane. It's actually insane. I think I also wait again until I draw another 3 damage spell to go along with the Skewer the Critic. Rolling Vortex, huh? No way, right? Wow, wow, wow. Lightning Bolt. Skull Crack plus a Lightning Bolt. So So even if this is a Snapcaster Mage... Oh, they do have a Spell Snare, huh? Man, so annoying. Just so close. How do we deal 1 damage? Top deck Barbarian Ring. Come on. They're at 1. If opponent actually played 1 fetch land this entire game, this game would have been so different. But they didn't play a single fetch land. It's insane. How is it even possible that they didn't play a single fetch land? I refuse to believe it. Oh my god, test of talent. Opponent, please, like, you have to have a fetch land. Like, is it not a thing? Can we do it here? Can we do it? You just gotta dodge a spell snare. Nice. That was actually driving me nuts how they didn't play a single fetch land. Okay. That is a mulligan. That is a keep, unfortunately. Not sure about the Screaming Nemesis though. Hopefully we draw a 1-mana spell here. That'd be like the best, right? Drawing a 1-mana spell here. No, it's the energy. Come back, Nemesis. Not like this. Not like this. Man. Energy is so cheap. Energy is so cheap. I can't attack. Man, if I just kept the Screaming Nemesis. Oh god. I feel like I already lost. Right? As soon as I see this kind of combination, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Right? What am I supposed to do? Okay, let's say I attack. Right? Let's say I attack. Opponent gets 1 life back, and I Boros Charm, give it double strike. But it's so bad against removal spells, though. So technically this is dealing 5 damage. Versus if I give it double strike, it's dealing 1 more damage. So I think Boros Charm dealing 4 damage is a little bit safer. Just because of a removal spell. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like swords or something. Life gain is so disgusting in this format. Yeah, we need things like Skullcrack, Screaming Nemesis. Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna get back their life, so I'm just gonna die. What can I even top deck? Screaming Nemesis? But even then, I'm still probably dead. No matter how I see it. Yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, doesn't it suck? Why don't they have a companion, by the way? Yeah, it actually doesn't make sense that they don't have a companion. Yep. I don't even know how to sideboard versus this deck. It's just that their deck is just so miserable to play against. Yep. Yeah, it does kind of feel like an insta-lose against that deck. I think we pass in case of Guide of Souls plus an Oscillate comes down on turn 2. That's probably for the better. So opponent tops it, it's either a removal spell or something insane. Yikes. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I think I'm supposed to ignore the Ampthraptor. Hmm. Looking for a Screaming Nemesis, really. Okay. It doesn't matter if I use this right now or not, because I have a Lightning Bolt plus a Skewer here. Somehow we made it. Yeah, somehow we made it. Life gain. Life gain. It's so toxic. Life gain is so toxic. Okay, very disruptive hand, I guess. Life gain again. I know there could be Orcish Bowmaster, but I think it's just better to just play this out now. Now I draw Lightning Bolt. Whoa! They fetched a swamp. Interesting. I wonder if I'm supposed to go Stonobaric Lightning Bolt on the Guide of Souls. Electrostatic. I kinda wanna try to flip this right now. I know this card is really good. What do I do? Should I take this? I think I'm gonna take it actually. Let's kill that. I wanted to kill that first because I don't want to fight over like Orcish Bowmaster life gain coming down. Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Okay, well, might have to actually, march the Goblin Bombardment because it'll turn off a lot of things in our deck, like Electrostatic Blast and stuff like that. Can we draw Screaming Nemesis? Can we just draw Screaming Nemesis? I just want to see it once. Come on. Yeah, I just kind of want to see it once. It'll be kind of cool. I'm gonna take the damage. Discharge. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to Pyroblast this? I mean, Pyroclasm this? I don't think I can actually crack the Sunbaked Canyon because I would need the 3 mana to cast Screaming Nemesis if I get it right. Okay, now what am I doing? Am I playing the Swift Spear or the Lightning Bolt? Probably Swift Spear is probably better, right? We are out of stuff. They topped it. I don't like that. Oh my god. Into an Oslo Pride. Lovely. Bolt Wave and a Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with the Guide of Souls, right? Is that, like, we have to use our spells elsewhere. That's really the problem here. You know, thinking about it, this actually, the card in their hand might be a Cathonian Nightmare. This is 6 damage. This isn't good. If I had a Screaming Nemesis, I'd be a little bit more safe. Don't have that. Don't have that luxury. Yeah, I think this card in their hand is a Cathonian Nightmare. It's an Ocelot Pride. That's not good. Swift Spear, Bolt Wave, Electrostatic Blast. That's only 12 damage. That's actually so hard. I have to play this and pass the turn, right? Yeah, they just gained too much life. So I have to pass a turn like this. No.
Teamwork triumphs.
That is pretty sad. Okay. Not the worst hand for going fast. Island first.
Ugh. I stayed up too late reading. Again.
I guess I should have just played out the Swift Spear to deal 1 damage. Mm-hmm. think I'll just start deploying these Boros charms and whatnot. Skewer? Sure. Maybe I shouldn't have actually taken that. Yeah. Flame of Banor. That's actually kind of annoying because I topped the skewer like an idiot.
Every plane has stories to respect the library.
Okay. I'm getting wrecked. Yeah, I'm getting wrecked. I think I have to kill the Tamio.
I'll find a quieter place to read.
So I thought this was gonna be something different. I thought it was gonna like it was a Demir, so I was kind of playing around Bowmaster, but it's actually not. An opponent has just way too many basics.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Not looking good, I must say.
Tell me everything you know about this plane. I am not defenseless.
My hand not looking too hot this game.
Respect the library.
Interesting. I mean, it does seem like we have probably lost this one. I want to say. Probably. They're going to be drawing 3 cards with this hymn.
A good story can refresh the mind.
What is this? Like, what? Insane. I mean, I'm very doubtful that we're gonna be able to win this one, but I'm still trying.
I am not defenseless.
Double skull crack.
Think before you act.
Expressive iteration. I don't even know what I can draw to win the game. I guess like a 1 mana burn into a 1 mana burn. That's probably what I need to do. And one of these skull cracks has to hit. The fact that they used a spell snare probably means that they have another mana drain in hand. And we're probably dead. Yeah, I think we're dead. I think we are absolutely dead. Why didn't they just ult?
Plan for the future.
They get to draw their entire deck. Like, do they not? Yeah, definitely an interesting deck, I must say. Sub Eidolon. Searing Blood, unironically pretty good. Screaming Nemesis out. Skull Cracks out. Probably try something like that. Okay. Seems good. I'll take that. I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive this time. I'm just going to keep burning opponent's face. But I might get rid of a Tamio. We'll see. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this. Reason why I'm gonna get rid of it is because I have an Eidolon and they play Flare of Denial. Another one. Okay. I think they have a Snapcaster Mage. Just gonna attack. If they don't do anything, I'm just gonna pass. Because currently the Eidolon by itself is dealing them, like, it's dealing so much damage. Every spell they cast, they take 4. And I don't need to necessarily have to, yeah, like it's just gonna win the game on its own, so. Double Eidolon again. I'm gonna try it. I think it's just better to force them to have the counter spell at the moment. Also, 3 damage, by the way. Blooded Strand plus Steam Vent. And now we use the Mistress Bubble. Hindsight! They actually didn't need to, you know, use the What? What is this tech? Can somebody please tell me what this tech is for? What? This tech does not make any sense. What? What in the world am I even seeing? What is this tech for? Huh? What is even going on? What is even going on? I'm getting bamboozled. What?
Perhaps there are
It actually makes zero sense.
on the surface.
What am I even supposed to say to that? Yeah, what am I even supposed to say to that? Like, that's insane. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, at least they are kind of tapping out. They're not gonna tap out? Okay. I thought for sure they were gonna tap out there. Let's say I attack with the Monastery Swiftspear. They're gonna block with the... Is it Polarizer? Yeah, I think opponent has a Brainstorm, so... What? Okay. Sure. Hmm. They still have some kind of, zero mana spell. I wonder what it is. Yeah, my opponent has some kind of a zero mana spell. Okay. I'll probably Searing Blood on the... Is it Polarizer? I'll take the Bolt Wave, please. Very close game. Super close game here. If I didn't have a Rolling Vortex, I would have just lost this game because for some reason my opponent has a Ether Flux Reservoir. Wow, taking that 2 damage just so that you can play your Ionize and Electrolyze. That is crazy. It deals 2 damage, right? So I can probably just attack here. I mean, game over, my friend. Oh my god, what is going on today? Everybody has this insane life gain tech. What is happening? Bolt Wave. This is a lot of lands, but... This might be a energy. It's not. Is this show and tell. It seems like show and tell. And I can't just stop drawing lands. I messed up. Okay, it's a show and tell. Looks like game 2 situation. I just drew way too many lands. 7 lands. That's a bit much. So opponent tops it, so we're probably gonna lose here. GG's? Nope, not yet. Apparently. Rolling Vortex top deck, maybe? Not a Rolling Vortex top deck. Did we win the game? I can't believe it. I can't believe we actually won this one. Just because opponent didn't have turn 3 combo. That's crazy. That is so lucky. Okay, we won Eidolon. No to Searing Blood. Rolling Vortex. I think that's about it. I might even cut... Well, I'm cutting the Screaming Nemesis for sure, but... Like, let's say I get rid of the Dragon Ray Channeler plus a Mishra's Bauble here. What am I exactly bringing? It's just a Skullcrack, right? In which case, I think Dragon Ray Channeler is probably better. So we'll try this. One lander. They kept the entire hand. It's kind of scary. Need a land? Spell Pierce. It's good information, but I need to draw land here. That's so important. For us to draw land here, it's going to change basically whether or not we have a chance or no chance. Yikes. It's a bit slow, isn't it? No Rolling Vortex, so... Okay, opponent passes. Pretty incredible, honestly. Okay. Hold. So I play this. Opponent spell pierces. They take 2 damage. Not sure. No, they don't spell pierce. Oh. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this one. Unless they go Aatroxa. Wow. I can't believe it. I can't believe we won this one. Why didn't they Spell Pierce? I mean, even if they Spell Pierce, it wouldn't have helped because double Boros Charm is lethal here anyways. But yeah, turns out if opponent doesn't have turn 3 combo with the Show and Tell, you two can also win. Boop. Okay, so today's session with the Boros Burn has been a lot better compared to the last one we played. We had main deck Eidolon of the Great Oval last time, and we got kind of farmed. This time around, we have more Skullcracks and we have less Rolling Vortex in the main deck, and we also have a Screaming Nemesis. Although the Screaming Nemesis really didn't do anything because the only time where it would have mattered, I saw my opponent not having a companion, so I bottomed the Screaming Nemesis because if opponent doesn't play a companion, that probably means that they're playing either a combo deck or not an energy deck, which meant that it was logically correct for me to actually bottom the Screaming Nemesis there, but turns out opponent was just doing a little bit of a tricksy there. And I bottomed my Screaming Nemesis, which would have been absolutely insane in that matchup, but the energy matchup is just such a nightmare that even though this deck, seems like it has a pretty decent matchup versus a lot of the other decks, but the fact that the energy matchup is gonna be probably 33% of the time makes Burn deck just very, very risky to play in the ladder. The Mardu matchup in second and third game didn't seem that bad, but again, that 3 point of life opponent gained actually came down to us not being able to kill them because opponent keeps playing things like Guide of Souls, Oscillate Pride, things like that. Like, we have to allocate some of our burn spells onto those creatures. So that's really where the problem lies, honestly. The Guide of Souls is just such a broken card versus us. And funny enough, speaking of life gain, what did I see in that third match? What? Why was there an Ether Flux Reservoir from our opponent there? How does that even make sense? Ether Flux Reservoir in the sideboard prepared. It actually doesn't make sense. So honestly, like, that kind of caught me off guard. Thankfully, I did have a Rolling Vortex in my hand, and good thing I kept it, otherwise we would have just lost the game. But holy crap, Ether Flux Reservoir. Who saw that coming? Because I sure didn't. And one last card that I'm trying here in this Boros Burn list is the Electrostatic Blast. So I saw an opponent playing an Electrostatic Blast in their own burn deck, and I thought this was actually pretty cool because burn decks do usually kind of run out of cards, right? If you've ever played with Light Up the Stage, sometimes it can get very clunky. Like, especially if you draw something like Skewer plus Light Up the Stage with only 2 lands available. Even if you draw 3 lands, like, just hard casting Light Up the Stage and Skewer can get super clunky. So Electrostatic Blast is gonna be our 3rd and 4th copy of the Light Up the Stage as a result. And yeah, I'm playing Searing Blood main deck because there's a lot of I thought that there was gonna be a lot of energy. So that's my take on the Boros Burn in Timeless. Obviously, we're missing a lot of cards, right? Compared to something like a Legacy Burn. But one thing's for sure, because of the addition of a Bolt Wave and Boros Charm, the strategy to just completely ignore everything and then just keep firing damage up to your opponent's face kind of seemed like it did work to some extent. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.